not a trick. It's real.
Tonight is about respecting the customs, not breaking them.
Trick or Treat was written and directed by Michael Dougherty and is an anthology movie that's broken up into 4 stories that's intertwined within each other. And they consist of an everyday high school principal that has a secret life as a serial killer, a college virgin who might have just met the right guy for her, and a group of teenagers that pull a mean prank, and an old bitter old timer who receives an uninvited guest, who's our very tiny but mighty Sam.
Oh, Sam! Yeah, Sam. Sam.
Sam.
I love Sam. He's such a cool cat, man. He's a cool guy.
This film, I think it was sent straight to home video right when it first came out.
Was it really?
It barely had a limited. I think it was only in select theaters at the time, but it was getting delayed and delayed. The director really wanted this movie to be made, like, badly. And this guy also went on to direct Krampus.
Krampus? I like that movie. This is pretty
I like that. That's another good holiday horror film.
Yeah.
And Godzilla King of the Monsters. And
Oh, it was good too.
yeah, pretty good slate that he got going on.
Hey, he's got a pretty good 3-film track record.
But after being delayed by Warner Bros, because it just got knocked off of the schedule back in 2007. So it was just pushed out there in home release. And that's how I discovered the film. My parents rented this one at Blockbuster.
Really?
And they put it in. And I was not crazy about it when it first came out.
Really?
But over the years, I've grown to appreciate it more and more because of how the passion behind this movie was so creative and clever, especially when intertwining with story to story. It's just so beautifully done. Like, I love this film.
Dude, so I used to work at a clothing donation place. Mm-hmm. And so they would bring trucks in and all this stuff, you know. Whatever was enclosed was trash. And I saw this movie on DVD sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
This was like a couple years back. And I picked it up, looked at it. I was like, I'm gonna throw it away. I don't know what made me not throw it away. I stuffed the whole, the whole case in my pocket, my big giant pants pocket. Mm-hmm. Went home and watched it. Ever since then, dude, I freaking love this movie.
Yeah, dude.
I love
it grew on me
it's so
immensely,
good.
dude.
This movie's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, I remember watching it fresh off the shelves of Blockbuster. I popped it in. I didn't think it was much at first, but over time it grew on me, and now I love it. But even starting, the tone really gets set really well, dude, just by the opening
from the
scene.
beginning to the end, dude.
Right,
everything is characters. One is characters are some of them are a little over the top.
Yeah,
but it fits so well with this little the anthology, each story being its own thing, and then somehow twisting until they're all this one thing in the same universe, and I like it. It's like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, you know. I don't want to bring it up, but mini stories in this one thing, this big story. That's what this is, man. It's oof.
Yeah, I think that opening scene with the robot lady,
robot
lady really sets the tone for the film. Is this kind of comedically gruesome, gritty vibe to it, but while also having that Halloween spirit. And I think this film captures it so well. I think she was murdered. I think her head was removed, and then Sam put the lollipop
in her mouth.
Yeah,
dude, the practical effects too of this movie are freaking awesome, dude.
There's a sequence in this film,
and the kills, dude.
It's so good.
In this movie are over.
The character Sam, he loves the traditions of Halloween. Yeah. So if you disrespect Halloween traditional ways, you're basically fucked if he's around.
Yeah, trick or treating and having breaking the pumpkin too early, or
the kid, the kid who's knocking down all those jack o' lanterns.
Yeah.
Soon approached,
huh? I said that's what they're called. I forgot.
He's soon approached by the principal, who's portrayed by Dylan Baker, who played Dr. Connors in the first Spider-Man movies for Sam Raimi's trilogy, and he was in the third one too. But I can't wait to talk about those films. But he plays the principal in this one, and he's cutting the pumpkins, and then that's when the This was like, you should have checked your candy or something like that. And the chubby kid starts throwing up blood or whatnot. And then it was so funny. There's a lot of kids that die in this movie, first of all.
There really is, yeah. So if you're not a fan of kids dying, sorry for you.
I mean, there's that sequence where he's in the ditch.
Happy Halloween! Screw you!
And then
Yeah.
there's like the kid in the clown outfit. He's like tugging on his like leg. Meanwhile, the older man across next door is seeing what's happening. And that's another thing I love about the film is how we bump into other characters and how stories are intertwining. We've seen this done before in horror movies and movies in general.
Yeah.
But I think the way this film does it doesn't overstay its welcome. Everything's connected and flows so smoothly. And it just everyone's where they need it to be, and it's in line with the story perfectly.
Dude, the script, story, everything is like well put together.
Yeah.
And you know what? It balances horror and comedy so well, dude.
Really well.
So well, dude.
Just like the tone of Halloween itself, like
Yeah.
it
feels like you're going out, going out trick or treating, it's spooky, it's got that feeling, but when you're with people and shit, it's fun. That's what this movie feels like. It's spooky, but it's fun at the same time. And that's how Halloween is for me.
the passion of the passion put into this film. Like, it shows on the screen.
Yes.
Even the colors, the lighting,
Everything.
the balance between yellow and orange while blending in with the jack-o'-lanterns and everything. It just feels so Halloween. And there's that one story about, I think it's those kids that were on the school bus.
The school bus kids, yeah. What is it? The cliff or something, was it?
Yeah, it was like a cliff.
Like a quarry or something?
So this is one of my little gripes with the film. The point of that story is that the bus driver was taking all these special needs kids.
Yeah, they're special needs.
to
The
get them-
parents, right? They paid the bus driver to kill them.
All the parents. Did they have like a meeting? Like, I hate my
They had
kid.
like a neighborhood watch meeting.
They had to have had a meeting like, hey, I hate my kid too. Hey, you hate your kid? Yeah, let's kill our kid.
Kill him, dude.
I
Let's
those
drive those
and there's
fuckers
the
off.
one parent in the back. How about the bus driver? And then I guess every parent agreed to this, and it's just like, I don't know about.
Was the school
Come
on
on.
board? Was one of the kids sick that day, and the parents made him go to school?
Dude, that was kind of like far out of left field for me on that part,
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
No kids were harmed in the making of this movie.
No.
Or whatever. Did it say that? I want to think it said that at the end of the movie. Like the credits at the end of the credits.
Fear is such a penetrating factor in horror, and I feel like the way it's inputted into this film while also having some of those fun elements as well works really good in here.
Dude, especially when the kids go down in the little elevator.
And that's one of the reasons why it grown a lot on me too. But like you were saying, like the kids going down the elevator,
It's scary. Like legit scary, dude.
And speaking of that scene too, I love the character Rhonda. Is it
Rhonda?
the shy one who loves Halloween, cars, pumpkins, and all that? Who was portrayed by, I think, Sam Todd is her name. I really like that character and then these kids pull a prank on her, and then she gets them back
By leaving them down there.
Yeah, and right away from that scene point, because like you know that one kid feels bad for her after pranking her. This isn't a movie about forgiveness; it's a movie about fear.
Dude,
so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have no filters at all.
It capitalizes on that so freaking well, dude. It freaking does. This movie it's so over the top at some points, but it doesn't matter.
I love the way the plots intersect with each other. It's very clever from both the writing and directing standpoint. Something like that isn't easy, especially when you have the way that he's connecting the dots in this one.
You're balancing like 4 different stories, and you got to start and complete the story with characters.
Especially when
it's not easy.
Especially when they're like bumping into each other, and you're like, oh, that story's in progress still, or like, oh, this is before that, this is after that.
Like what are they, wolves or werewolves?
So you brought up practical effects earlier.
Yes.
That fucking sequence was
so freaking awesome, dude.
Probably the best sequence of the movie for me. Because even the twist.
Yes.
These girls start out as cliche
high school
going to drink, party, meet guys, or they refer as fresh meat.
Yeah.
And then that one girl stalked by a vampire. And
Oh, dude, yes, I totally forgot.
she's stuck with, so you think, oh shit, this is a vampire, and then it's revealed that he gets dropped down, and it's the principal. He has like a mouthpiece. He was pretending to be a vampire, and so it was like a double twist. And then he's like, "Who are you people?" And then these girls turn into fucking werewolves. And
Fucking ripping everything off,
it
dude.
was so badass.
Dude, it rivals. Was it Werewolf in London? Is that the movie?
It has to like
With
this,
that awesome werewolf.
this is a
transformation?
top werewolf scene in
It
any
really
movie I've
is.
ever seen.
It really.
I love the part where like they scrape the back.
Yes, the
And, like,
skin,
just kills-
everything coming off, dude. My question is, how do they get all that back on? It would be funny if they had like a zipper. They're all like unzipping their like.
One of them did
human
unzip their skin like
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a Cinderella girl. But that's another thing too about like, you know how the principal dies from the werewolves.
skin. Yeah,
The movie delivers on those crowd pleasing moments,
Yeah.
like with the bullies who bullied Rhonda.
yeah.
The principal getting a taste of his own
It's a
medicine.
good revenge story.
And then even the final act where the old man,
the bus driver too. Yeah,
But
the
then-
kids show up at his door, dude.
But get
that
messed
image,
up before
the
you-
image of the kids all lined up perfectly with their their tubs out for candy,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Always gets me every freaking time, dude.
Trick or treat.
Fucking strong cut.
Yeah.
What is it to the title card?
Mhm.
Dude, it's so this movie's freaking
Even
dope.
that graphic novel like title sequence at
Yes,
the beginning was really
yes.
cool. Because I
There's-
love how
there's
they were
so-
also
yeah.
like showing like the stories and characters beforehand too before we got into the movie. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, there's so much about this movie that I don't know, man. Just everything like fits so well. Like it's not out of place. Like, yeah. So there's like the story where was it the dad? He like uncovers a thing and that fat kid's head's on the thing and like he has his
It looked
kid who's
good.
gonna, like his kid's gonna carve it like a pumpkin and shit. You know?
And the scene is set up to where the dad's about to kill his son,
Yeah.
but he's teaching his son the same
Yeah.
to be a murderer like him.
And it's crazy because it doesn't stick out.
Yeah,
Like that scene itself, like you watch it and you're like, oh wait, but there's like werewolf girls.
Mhm.
Wait, but then there's like ghost kids.
I want to
And
be a
then
vampire.
The principal stalking these kids. Like, what the hell's going on? And then every story's so over the top that it fits in the universe. Imagine what other stories are in this universe. Like, what other shit's going on?
That's exactly one of the reasons why I want a sequel to this one. I want
Like, there's so many stories
Yeah.
you can tell, dude.
You could honestly like bring back old characters too, like the son. He could be adult, just like his dad in the next film.
Yeah.
Being a serial killer too.
Dude, there's so many good opportunities for a sequel that I don't know why they haven't done it, man.
An interesting thing about the Sam character was that the director created a short film that was an animation
I've seen
called
that.
Season Greetings.
Yeah.
And like it was kind of like Sam becoming like the official mascot for Halloween because like Christmas has Santa,
Yeah.
Easter has the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Halloween, this is like his attempt of bringing something new.
Yeah.
And I kind of
Besides,
like
like-
that take because Sam is like a pumpkin
Yeah.
/ supernatural being thing. He doesn't really explain what he is fully.
Well, they take the mask off of him. And
Yeah.
like his little like
It's
CGI
so funny.
face.
I like
It's
it.
so
It was-
funny.
yeah. The way he's just like moving his head. It's kind of adorable.
Yeah, it is, dude. And it's not cliche, man. This movie's like far from cliche. This is like
Oh,
in a
no.
league of its own.
Nah, this thing is different.
Dude. There's no part of the movie where you're like, I seen this before, man. This shit's already happened. You know,
Right.
it's not a slasher. There's nothing like, I don't know. Every scene is like something you've never seen before. Like you said, like the twist with like he's like a vampire, but then he's not a vampire. But
Yeah.
the girls are actually werewolves.
It's like 3 twists in one. Even speaking of that scene, oh my god! Even like the directing, the set design,
dude, this
was the song "Sweet Dreams" by Marilyn
Yes.
Manson fit the scene so good. I just thought the whole scene.
It's so
I
good.
forgot how freaking awesome that scene
It's-
was.
it's freaking.
It's really good.
It's
Even the
awesome.
practical like werewolves, like
Dude, like the
animatronics.
costumes, dude. The costume and makeup design in this movie is freaking like. When I watched it, I was like, "Damn, dude, I can be Sam for Halloween."
right?
Dude, that's like something. No, that like for real, that's something you can like build out of like
Yeah.
scraps from your house. You know, just build something like a little costume like that. Or
It's simple. It's just a sack.
yeah,
A sack over your head.
yeah. It's
orange
awesome.
suit.
Well, you're gonna need like a big giant head, but still.
Yeah, that spooky, frightening Halloween type feel is literally the vibe, the whole entire movie. You could feel it throughout the entire runtime.
This movie is Halloween. Like Halloween,
And you
is
get
Halloween.
that sense throughout the entire time. The sense of Halloween. And this is definitely a recommendation to watch every year. And I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Dude.
I want to go watch this movie with my parents because I don't think they've actually seen it the way I've seen it. Yeah.
The one thing I really like about this is it's not just a Halloween movie. This can be like a horror movie outside, like Michael Myers Halloween. Doesn't have to be set in Halloween. It just so happens to be like happening in Halloween, but Michael Myers can just, once every year, like Jeepers Creepers, whatever.
Yeah.
Like this movie can be set any time of year, excluding Sam. That is like the girls turning into werewolves. Maybe they do it every night. Maybe like it's like twice a year thing or whatever.
We need another werewolf sequence in
Dude, we need-
sequel. And I think this one differs from a lot of nowadays horror movies directors from a director standpoint as well, because this film, every shot was thought about, and there was not a one throwaway scene. Everything felt necessary. There was actual attention to details. If you paid attention close enough. I know there's a lot of things I still missed. I can't wait to watch it again to see what I missed. And
well, one thing I really like about this is going to the comments section of our previous video from The Exorcist, the original Exorcist.
Oh yeah,
somebody said that the new one is like most modern movies are corporate. They feel like they're corporate products. This movie doesn't feel like that, man. This feels like somebody's like they're like everything they put on script is the movie. This is from the heart. Other movies like I don't know who it was they said, but movies these days are corporate made. Superhero movies.
And it shows too.
Yeah. Everything's formulaic. Everything's uniformed. From beginning to end. Most of the villains are pretty much the same character with different masks on. And
yeah.
It's sad, man. It's terrible. But this movie, man, it
delivers.
Dude.
It delivers big time. And it's so, even if you're not a fan of those most of the stories, the third act is really good.
Dude,
when Sam and the old man are
going
going at it, so good. Is when he loses his hand and then it crawls back to him. It looks so good.
It's so cool.
And he's a pumpkin who gets shot in the head. And he's just chilling. He's coming back. Yeah. He's coming back. And then the old guy is all covered in glass, fucked up. He thinks he has it easy. He has it off. He's free to go and good until the zombie kids show up.
Until he opens the door.
I'm saying those crowd pleasing moments were pretty good,
man. Dude, yeah, this movie's just.
But having to sit down and craft a story like this,
it's gotta be hard, man. It's gotta be really hard.
It's impressive.
Yeah,
it's really good. It's really impressive. Yeah.
Just getting my notes for this movie was hard on its own.
Yeah,
because there's so many scenes that I love, but I can't imagine writing
it. We touched most of them.
Yeah,
this film is. What would you give it out of 5 stars?
4. Yeah, 4 flat, dude.
4. Yeah, I gave it a 4. It's a damn good movie.
The sad thing is, it's a Halloween movie, and it's not something you can watch during Christmas time because it's not that feeling. If this was just a horror movie set, like an anthology series, whatever, that would be nice,
right? Maybe drop make it a show, really.
Yeah. This could be a cool show. Every episode was a different plot with different creatures or different people doing all this nasty stuff in this one little town.
And then Sam just shows up in everyone.
Yeah. Or Sam's he's the puppeteer, making shit happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty good idea.
He's really
once a year on Halloween, he comes out and makes stuff happen. Crazy stuff. Kind of like Goosebumps, right? Like the Goosebumps. I know they made a new Goosebumps
started
show.
it up again.
Yeah.
Starring Justin Long, who's in.
I heard it's actually good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're hearing good things about it?
I'm hearing good things. I actually am hearing good things about it. But yeah. What are you rating it out of 5 stars?
4.
Give it a 4? Yeah, okay. I think that's it.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
We touched everything in this film, right?
Yeah.
All the sequences, the werewolf scene was so good.
There's so much more, dude, but...
The principal,
Can't
the
remember.
werewolf. Principal got it good.
Yes. You deserved it. You deserved it. The only one who didn't get their little taste of their own medicine was the dad and his son, the serial killer.
That was the guy who.
The vampire. Yeah, that was
the principal.
Dang, I'm over here all.
But his son is next. He's
next.
Son.
They can
watch his son fall for the werewolf shit too. That would be so funny.
Would be ironic is he falls for it, but they're vampires.
Oh, right.
And he's acting like a werewolf.
He's gonna be like, okay, that my dad failed at that, so I'm gonna avoid being a vampire.
Yeah, I'm gonna do werewolf this time.
And the thing that kills him is a vampire.
I wonder what the police think the next night. All these dead bodies they find, all this crazy shit.
The policemen aren't policemen.
They're firefighters dressed as policemen. Cooking spaghetti. Because that's all they do is cook spaghetti. I'm joking.
But yeah.
That's trick
or treat.
Trick or treat.
Matt.
I'm Steven Gomez, and this was Primetime Flicks.
And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. And we look forward to bringing y'all more reviews very soon.
Yeah, we're really enjoying these comments, man. It's fun. I love reading them.
Keep them coming.
Really do. Keep them coming, man.
Makes our days.
They're really fun.
Yeah. See you guys soon.
See you later.